Okay, y'all. So the Lakers let go their head coach, DARVIN Ham. And I was listening to Sirius Channel 86, Give and Go, with Antonio Daniels. And I was kind of agreeing with the perspective that they had. Unfortunately, I agree with them firing that coach. And people, I'm not a sports guru guy. I'm not, but I can tell you this. Tyronn Lue would have been great for the Lakers. Tyronn Lue would have held individuals accountable, etc., etc. But I want to tell you why, or should I say, I'm gonna make the correlation with where the NBA is now. Is an exact mirror of the black community. By saying this, in other ethnic classes, even in other ethnic sports, the NBA is dominated by black players. And because the NBA is dominated by black players, then the pulse of how things are the pulse of what happens is going to be mirrored from our community. I was just listening to Antonio Daniels, and he quoted Charles Barkley, and he said, in Phoenix, Frank Vogel, who's the head coach, asked the higher ups for a point guard. They didn't give it to him. They got swept. LeBron James threw a fit on the floor when Coach DARVIN Ham didn't call or challenge a play. Anthony Davis made a comment in his post game that we didn't know what we was doing out there, to hint that the coach didn't know what he was doing. But with the exception of Miami with Coach Eric Spoelstra, and with the exception of San Antonio that has Coach Greg Popovich, every other organization, the lowers run the organization and the highers cater to them. So let me break it down to you like this. In the black community, we allowed our niggas to sit at the table and make decisions. And our intellects and our smarts, we call them sellouts. We want them out of here. We don't want to have nothing to do with them because we don't want to bother the lowers. We have gotten accustomed to, in the black community, we have gotten accustomed to allowing the lower class to lead us. We maneuver and operate under the pulse of the lower class. And I'm gonna give you an example of it when I say this. Do you know if there's a person out there, use me for example, there is this one automobile stock that I have. And when I was buying it, I was telling everybody, Fisker. I was buying Fisker stock. So I'm gonna show y'all something. Right? I'm gonna show y'all something. Now, Of course, individuals gonna say, yeah, well, Fisker is about to belly up, this and all that. If you knew the product, that is one thing where the lower was not going to dictate the higher. The higher being Mr. Fisker that's designing the product, the lowers the customer base who looking at his product like blah, 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 blah. I looked at Fisker and said, oh no, this dude is on to something. So I'm going to show y'all something. I'm going to go into my phone. I'm going to go into my Robinhood. I'm gonna do the facial recognition. I'm gonna go into my Robinhood and I'm gonna show y'all something. Can I blow that up? No. All right, I'm gonna screenshot it. And then I'm gonna show y'all something. Save to photos. Go to photos. I'm gonna show y'all something. You see that right there? Fisker, 6,271. I have 6,271 shares of Fisker stock. Now, of course, I am of the intellect. And when I was telling my friends when I was buying it, they were like, nah, blah, blah, blah. And then they would go do the research. Yo, they said this. Yo, they said that. I'm like, so you're not going to listen to the intellect, the higher up. You're not going to listen to me. I'm looking at the product, right? They got delisted. That means they got pulled off the market because they couldn't make their quota. Now, I talked to my mentor, Jim Jefferson of Jefferson's Cafe, 2 locations on Day Street in Orange, New Jersey, and on Maple Avenue in Montclair, New Jersey. Jefferson's Cafe, the ultimate in Southern cuisine. My mentor, I'm talking to him on the phone. And he said, how many shares you got? I said, I got 6,000 shares. He said, wow. He said, Chris, keep them. They're going to come back around. He's an intellect. The man got 49 cars. That's why he's my mentor. He's an intellect. So I'm like telling my friends. My friends is hitting me with, no. What's the latest news on Fisker? Allow me. Here's the latest news on Fisker. Here's the latest news. Because my friends hit me with, they going bankrupt. They going bankrupt, they're going bankrupt. But once again, when the intellects in the black community speak, we are opposed with dumb shit.com. All right? So I'm going to show y'all something. Oh, I think it's in that phone. Hold on. Let me see if I still have it in this phone. Because, let me see. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, y'all flumpers, stumpers. I'm sure y'all something. No, I don't have it. I don't have it. I deleted it. Damn it. Yeah, I deleted it. All right. Well, yeah, I freaking deleted it. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can. Latest news concerning Fisker Motors. Okay, so here's the latest news. I'm gonna screenshot it. here's the latest news. Right? Y'all gonna have to forgive me because I want to show y'all. See that right there? 4 companies are trying to buy Fisker. 4! So now, I told my one female friend about it. She was like, oh, I need to hurry up and get on it then. I said, you can't buy it. They're delisted. You can't buy it now. You can't buy it. Everybody that got the stock is in a freeze. You can't buy it. But didn't nobody listen to the smart intellect. Didn't nobody listen to me. They went and retrieved clickbait bullshit on Fisker stock. And it was like, yeah. And that's how the black community is. I don't know why. At 55 years old, people, I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm not big on myself, but I still question why motherfuckers challenge me that know me for 34. Motherfuckers that know me 30 years, motherfuckers that know me 40 years. Why are you still questioning a thought or an idea that I have? And the reason for that is the pulse of the black community, the pulse of niggas are nothing other than fuck news first, shun away from smart business moves, and that's what happened with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers is an organization that is being ran from the bottom. They're being ran from the bottom. Shit, DARVIN Ham got fired? Of course he should have gotten fired. But it's a caveat to that. He should have never got hired. He should have never got hired. They was trying to get Tyronn Lue, but the office, they was running the organization when it came to hiring a coach, but then they turned it over to LeBron James, and now Anthony Davis and LeBron James is complaining about the coach, and I don't blame them. I'm just simply telling y'all that we are in the exact same situation from the perspective of the lower class in the black community is running the black community. That's why every commercial now is a hip-hop based commercial. Every commercial now, every commercial you see, it's got to be some hip-hop shit. Have you watched BET lately? Wow, I'm surprised you don't got eye cancer looking at that shitty ass fucking station. So when the news just came down that DARVIN Ham got fired, and like I said, they were talking about some stuff that made a lot of sense. True, and it's true to form. And that is when anything, and I mean anything, when anything is ran from the bottom. Yo, the Los Angeles Lakers it's like every 2 years they change their coach. Miami got the same coach they had from 2005. It's 2024. San Antonio got the same coach they had since the 90s. Let's be clear. Hey Siri, what was Coach Greg Popovich's first year as San Antonio's coach?
Popovich moved in 1992 to the staff of the NBA Golden State Warriors before returning to San Antonio in 1994 to 1995 as executive vice president.
1994. He went there and he started coaching in 96. But they saying he moved in 1994. That's 30 years he was the head coach for 30 years. Hey Siri, what year did Coach Eric Spoelstra become the coach of the Miami Heat?
In April 2008.
April 2008.
Head coach of the Miami Heat.
April 2008. So he's been coached for 16 years.
This is from Wikipedia.
Thank you, bitch. So he's been coached for 16 years. Now, what I'm saying is things need to be ran from the top down. What happens, and this is just a metaphor, I'm just throwing this in there. What happens to men when they think with their lower head as opposed to their top head? What happens? What happens? What happens? People, let me dive into that a little bit more. I know that the love that I have is not built for the market in the black community. It's just not. And why isn't it? People, remember the times when we said the way to a man's heart is through his stomach? Now, women think all they got to do is get in front of you and shake their ass. When you fucking them, they be like, oh, fuck, oh, fuck. They think that women in the black community think that they can psychologically please us with sexual terms and sexual bullshit. Skimpy ass clothes. Never mind that they big fat double wide calorie kidnappers. Never mind that. They sitting there and they can make their ass. They sit there and shake their doodoo maker. They think it's all about their doodoo maker, and just, all you got to do is seduce a man, and that's all you got to do with a man. Seduce him and then tell him you want to move in. Seduce him and tell him your car broke down and, well, I'm fucking you, so you should let me drive one of your cars. No. So because of that, and the unfortunates, that's what it became with men in the black community. We think with the lower head, I think with the top head. So, in a black community, we have allowed niggas to sit at the table. Go in the white community, and see how many motherfuckers that live in trailer parks is mad at HMO fees. You know, trailer park rental fees is a lot different than HMO fees. You know, when you talk about an HMO fee, you talking thousands. When you talk about trailer park rent, hundreds. It's a different fucking arena, from a top owning a fucking house to the bottom of trailer park rent. It's a different, but you're not gonna have a motherfucker that's paying trailer park rent think that they're gonna sit at the table and talk to somebody about HMO fees in a competition. Talking to them about HMO fees. On my trailer rent, shoot, you think that's, a person says HMO fees is killing us, or they got us paying XYZ and HMO fees. Huh? You think that's something? My trailer park rent, my lot rent is killing me. The motherfucker that's paying the HMO fee is gonna be like, lot rent? Okay, it ain't the same. We have allowed fuck shit to set the table in the black community. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. That's the arena in the black community. And that's what's happening in the NBA. Individuals taking this spoil there. Hockey players don't have this much power. Football players don't have this much power. Soccer players don't have this much power. Why do NBA players have this much power? They just don't. They don't have it. They don't. Because you don't own a fucking organization worth 20-something billion, and then you're gonna turn it over to somebody that you're paying $1 million, $2, $3, $4, hell, $20 million to a year. You're not gonna do that. But that's what's happening. That's why LeBron James left Miami. All that shit he's doing, and not to say there's anything wrong with it. I'm not saying that. But Pat Riley was like, nah, players don't got no pull here. They don't. The story came out, LeBron James wanted his personal friends to fly on a plane. Pat Riley said, you better buy him a ticket. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. And this shouldn't have. Look at our class of women. Now, one thing about men, the class of men has stayed steady. But look at the class of women. Look what happened to what happened to the women. The women went straight ass trash. Totally aborted church. All the shit that they say as far as where you should take them at on a date and all this shit. Totally aborted that. That's not even part of the picture no more. Now we got individuals like Sexy Red, whatever, Foxy Red, whatever her name is, and Nicki Minaj and all them skank ass prostitute bitches. That's the new class of black women. We ain't going back. We ain't. That's just where we're at. So, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Not even a little bit. I'll catch you guys on the next one.